Hey folks, welcome to another HP Gaming GameLINK video. We have another Kickstarter Deluxified unboxing for you today. We are going to be putting on our town planner hats, moving bits and pieces around, trying to develop roadways and build all manner of cathedrals as well as we take a look at the village building game, Hamlet. Welcome back, folks. Thank you very much for joining me once again. For those of you who don't know me, and you should by now, my name is Matt, and I am delighted to have the pleasure of your company here with us as we go through this unboxing. What are we talking about? Well, in the tease, I mentioned we're taking a look at the village building game Hamlet, which is a 1 to 4 playing village building game from Mighty Boards. 14 plus, 25 minutes per player, give or take. This is a game about a small village that is yet to have a church, and you and the other players are going to work together to try and build the church, and in doing so, try to develop boroughs, regions, and maximize your point scoring opportunity. This is, as I said, a Deluxified Kickstarter edition, because that is what we do here at HP Gaming. So we're going to have a look and show you the contents. Now, I'm not as familiar with this game as I am yet to be, I'm sorry to say, but I'm excited because the idea of a quick little building game intrigues me, but also appeals to our younger junior gamers as well. So, being able to lay out tiles, draw from bags, all that sort of stuff, lots of different mechanics that the kids are going to love, also means that those of us that are more seasoned gamers are going to find a lot of strategy in this box too, and that's awesome. So, plastic, of course, goes on that floor, and let's give you a shot of the artwork on the overhead. Ooh, there it is. So you see here there is this beautiful Deluxified artwork. There's a bit of bling here for the Founders Deluxe Edition copy as well. The artwork is a nice, not pastel-y style, but it's like an oil painting, which I really, really dig. So let's just not even talk about it anymore. Let's get into it. And let's get into this box. And we'll pop that one just over here. There we go. Oh, before we do that, look. What you hold is a copy of a limited first print run of Hamlet. This particular edition will never be available or printed again. By buying this game, you have contributed to making Hamlet a reality. Thank you. That's awesome. That's a nice little nod to those that have, spent their hard-earned coin to back the project. The rulebook, it's laying on a funny side here. Oh no, there's no insert. Oh, that's a shame. That's okay. We're going to get through all this. We'll work through it together. I'll have to work out how to sort it out. I must admit, when I opened up my copy of Lost Ruins of Arnak for the first time, there was absolutely zero storage solution in the box. It was just an empty box with all the components in baggies rolling around on a board at the bottom. Didn't like that, I must admit, which is a shame because Arnak is a great game. This is interesting. I'm not sure if there's a reason, a method in the madness. Maybe we'll find out. Let's dig ourselves a little deeper. We have rulebook, which is, very important, so you know how to play. Objective, player components, general components, bonus content. We have the tile chips and a 3D cardboard church, which is not available in the original, in the retail game. Canvas bag for drawing tiles, etc. Setup, meeples, horses, workers, donkeys, as well as villagers, raw and high quality refined materials, game structure, turn actions. My gosh, there's a lot of reading. I don't mind that though. I don't mind that, and you've got the end game scoring as well, and the completing the church. Once all the church deliveries are completed, your Hamlet is no longer a Hamlet, it is now grown into a town. The game is very close to the end, so that sort of triggers the end game when that's completed. Building, glossary, all that sort of jazz, which is brilliant. Pop that to the side. Over here, out of the way, we'll keep the knife handy because I'm pretty sure we are going to have to rip into some stuff. We have got how to build the 3D church, and I'm assuming, depending on how it goes, once it's constructed, you may not have to construct it again. We'll have to wait and see. You've got a nave, the apse, the aisles, the bell towers of the church, and then sticker sheets that go on top of those as well. Extra components of how to construct bits and pieces. There you go. Storage solution for the box that goes in here. So you have to construct that as well. I kind of like that because it is a building game. That's cool. All right, so solo rules. Very important because I do love a solo gaming experience. And I will say this, I'm getting more and more opportunities to be able to game solo, and that's fantastic for me. I have a solo game of Call of Cthulhu that is currently in progress. And my God, that's a time. All right, solo rules there, that's fine. We'll pop that to the side. When I do a flyover, which I know you all love, I might do a flyover of the insert of the box once it's constructed as well, because that's probably important. We have a bag to hold all the bits and pieces. I love that. That's very cool. So this holds all the different tetronomos and things in there, the village tiles, and you pull from there as you help the village to grow. We have bags and bags and bags of stuff. An empty baggie, more empty baggies. My gosh, there's a lot going on in this box. So we have this is a sticker sheet for the adhesive. It's double-sided, so I think basically you can construct the church, and as you put things together, you use the double-sided adhesive to hold everything in place, which is very, very handy. What have we got here? We've got the church itself. So this is the deconstructed church. Obviously, the wagons are coming in and they're building up the different pieces. The punch board here is for church tiles that you construct when you are playing without the 3D printed church. You can see the board, the chipboard is quite thick, which is nice. I'll put that one over there. Then you have this is the punch board for the church itself. So these are the bell towers for the church. And when you punch those out very, very carefully, because this is obviously not something that's in the retail standard edition of the game, you have the bell tower. You'll fold those together, use those tabs and that double-sided tape to make that permanent fixture, which is very, very cool. More church punch board here. The punch board for the church is not super thick, but I think that makes it more malleable when you're putting it all together. So I dare say in the flyover you'll see that fully assembled, which is very exciting. Then we have all of these bits. Oh my gosh, they're really in there quite snug, aren't they? Let's tip this up a little bit. Let's get all that out of there. We've got bits coming free. So I do like this. In the base of the box, you can see where everything goes. So you've got all the components here. Part 1, first player token. Then you've got all the different bits and pieces in here, cards, etc. And then you've got the cathedral go in here, and all the different player components will go in that part of the tray. So let's see what we've got on these ones here. Okay, so we've got a completed church tile. Again, these are little different woodland areas, and they are double-sided as well. So you obviously have different stacks to draw from, I should say. So you can see there's a monument, small woodland square, town hall, the church itself, which is double-sided for a 1 to 2 player game, or a 3 to 4 player game. And then you've got these different tokens: barns, flour mill, large mountain range, first refinery miller, different awards you can get. There's a town hall there you can see, and the detail on these tiles is pretty fantastic. I mean, the monument tile here is quite large. You can see there's actually a monument on there, actually printed, which is fantastic. Lots of punching out to do, but I don't mind that. So here you've got woodcutters, you've got a trade post area, a master stonemason, and that's in a diamond shape. So obviously these all interconnect. The roads all have to match up as well, I think. Stables, 2 stars per donkey in the stable, so victory points can be played and claimed as well. What else have we got? We've got a conservatory. Is it a cow conservatory? Tavern. Very important. Very important. I like the idea that once you complete a game of Hamlet and you have the town there, you could name the town and then you can use that as a setting for a D&D campaign. I don't know. A lot of people meet their companions in a tavern. Outpost, dairy farm, another outpost there, sawmills, and then you've got, again, first herder, first mason, merchant, landscaper, different award flags you can get. More component trays, component bits and pieces, chaplain for church, large mountain range, quarry pond, farrier pond again, lumber mill, stonemason, barn for animals. And then you've got here a big scoring track, which is pretty straightforward. You've got what looks like a turn order board, market sale tiles here, and then you've got these extra little chipboards for different aspects of the game as well. That's already come out, so we might as well just remove that altogether. And that is... See, that's unnecessary. They didn't have to put that on there, but that looks awesome. I love that. This beautiful artwork, little Hamlet, becomes a bustling metropolis over the course of the game. And then you got the punch board for the storage tray, which I dig that so much. I love that. So you put that all together and then you've got storage solutions for all the different components. That's brilliant. And when it's all in there and assembled, it's just going to make setup a breeze, which I really, really dig. So I'm going to put that all together for you later. What we might do, I'm going to put that up and out of the way there, so we can get into these little bits and pieces here, because this is pretty important. We've got that one over there, which is empty, that one over there. So we've got here, these are, I keep forgetting, these components are screen printed as well, which I usually don't. Screen printing is not my thing, particularly with dice, but with meeples it's a bit less. You're not rolling dice all the time. Silica gel, don't eat that, get rid of that. We have what looks like donkeys for the different... Oh, these are so good. Donkeys in 4-player colours. Hopefully these are getting details. So you've got different donkey elements for the different players, and they're all screen printed actual donkey faces on them. So you could just have the wooden meeple, but having the screen printing just adds... It just looks amazing. I love it so much. That's so cool. So good. All right, we're going to put these to the side. And again, try not to throw stuff on the floor. I was shooting another unboxing recently, and I said, oh, I don't want to put these on the floor and drop them all. And sure enough, I dropped them all. Then we have meeples, your villagers. So let's see, we've got different coloured villagers. No, they're all different. They're all slightly different. More silica gel, which, don't eat that. Again, we'll get rid of that. So we have different villagers. Male and female of each, I think. Different colours, so you can see different... I don't know if the camera in the overhead is doing that justice, but they are screen printed and they've got a front and back. So it just adds a little storytelling element to that as well, which I kind of really dig. Immersion is important. And again, production value for days. I know this is a deluxeified Founders Edition, but it's going to look amazing when it's set up on the table, and for me that is so important. Bridges, because, if you're stuck and you're fighting with a fellow player at the table, you literally have to build a bridge and get over it in this game. So you've got different bridges in different colours. That is all there for you. I do like that the blue is not a dark blue, it's a bright blue. So again, just adds that vibrancy, which is very cool. And I think there's 4 of those per player. If I'm not mistaken, 5 of those per player. Oh my gosh, so many fiddly bits, but I dig it so much. All right, what else have we got? We got... let's see. I think I play this with 4 players the very first time, and whoever is the winner will get to name the Hamlet, and that will be the name of it for perpetuity. I think that's fair, unless they name it Bob, in which case I'm going to overrule that. More silica gel for the floor. Little indicators, trackers for different things, obviously score trackers and other bits and pieces. They're not overly big, which is fine. Some of them are stuck together, but they'll be able to be undone. And that'll track your resources and other bits and pieces, I would imagine, as well as your score, the all-important score, which is what we're here for. We have then some more gel, and these look like, what are these ones? Flags. That's cool. So little flags you can use to claim areas of the board, or of the town, I should say, because it's not really a board. But again, they're nice. Little, I mean, they could have just done that with tokens, but I like the fact that it's little standees. Again, I think that's pretty much an exclusive. Maybe it's not. I'm not entirely sure. But in any case, that is looking absolutely fantastic. Flags, 6 of each of those, so you can lay claim to the land in terms of the different things that are built, etc. That's going to help you score those sweet victory points. Then we have a couple of bags that don't have anything in them, which is very odd, but that's okay. Then we have the deluxeified resource markers. So these ones, once I get rid of those again, are for your different resources or raw materials. Refined materials. So this is like your refined wheat, and these are different player colors as well. So you've got wheat, milk, wood, what looks like brick as well. And there is 2 of each type per player. I think I've got everything there. So yeah, there's brick, there is what looks like wood, and they are double-sided in white and black, which obviously makes things easier to see, which is fantastic. And they just add a bit more They're similar in size to some of the components you'd find in a tiny Epic game, which is kind of good. They look like they'll be used to obviously track your refined resources to help you build bigger and better parts of town, which is fantastic. Popping those ones away. So fiddly, but I kind of like that. Particularly because the tiles, while being as big as they are, once you mid-game, there's probably going to be a lot of different things. Villages, bridges, those resource tokens, flags. There's going to be a lot going on some of those tiles, and I kind of enjoy that as well. Then we have what looks like some unrefined resources, raw materials. So you have raw wood or timber, what looks like rock, and then wheat. And these are just basic generic tokens here, which you'll use obviously to track those resources. Obviously, the more resources you have, the more you can refine into better and bigger and more wonderful things. And I like that they're neutral. They're not player colors, which is great. And then we have this first player hammering token, starting player. It's not an auction gavel, it is a mallet that you can use to obviously signify what you're doing in a turn, building, etc. And then lastly, now these I think are, again, deluxeified. If they're in the retail copy, that's awesome, but I'm a bit concerned that they are just the blinged out version. And that's because, as I've said before, metal coin tokens for currency are just... they're brilliant. They sound great. These are quite heavy, actually. So I think we've just got ones and fives. So let's see. We've got some blinged out coin for the ones here. So you can see those there. I don't know. There's something about metal currency. It's just great. You've got the fives here. Oops. If I had up the right way. There you go. And it's just... I mean, yes, you could use chipboard token. I said it before, I said it again. Chipboard token is fine, but it just sounds and feels great when you're collecting those VP or currency tokens, and you've got, you know, a heap of these. Even if you've got just ones, just 5 ones on the table, it sounds like you've got much more than you have. It just adds to that immersion and that involvement. And then when you steal money from another player, that's also fantastic. Something about it just speaks to me. I love it. I love it. I love deluxeified components, blinged out games. Again, it's purely cosmetic, but a blinged out game just adds, I don't know, so much more immersion, involvement, and excitement for the game. For me, that's just me personally. It's like Nemesis, when you get a Sundrop copy of Nemesis, which I have, and all the intruders look absolutely amazing on the table in that blue finish, or depending on which set of intruders you use. Amazing. Hamlet here presents itself as, I know this is a deluxeified copy, but it looks absolutely spectacular. The tile chits in there, the deluxeified church itself, all the blinged out bits and pieces. Table presence when this is set up is going to be amazing. Well done. Mighty boards, production value for days. I love it. It looks fantastic. But don't take my word for it. Let's have a look at a flyover. Let's get it all set up at the table for 4-player game. Show you what it looks like, and we'll give you a bit of an overview of how this all works. Roll that footage. Oh, you're back. Sorry, just fixing a few things with the Hamlet box. There it is. That is the contents of Hamlet and how it all looks when it's all put together and set up for a 4-player game. Have you had a crack at this one? What are your thoughts? Is there any particular strategies that you think we should implement when we play this one? We are looking to do a few more playthroughs, not just of solo games, but games in general, because we do a lot of unboxings on the channel, a lot of reviews on the channel, but we want to try and give you a bit more love in terms of playthroughs and other content as well. So by all means, if you have strategy on this one, please let us know in the comments below your thoughts on Hamlet. I think it looks fantastic. Can't wait to get it to the table. But yeah, we'll come back obviously and let you know our findings once we know more. Until then, folks, by all means, hit that subscribe button down in the bottom corner there so you can stay in touch whenever we post a new content or a new video to the channel. Also check out our community page on YouTube where there's bits and vote. You can vote, all that sort of stuff as well. As always, get out there, play more games. It would be remiss of me too not to thank our Patreon subscribers for allowing us to do all the crazy stuff we do on the channel. Thank you very much, sweeties. We love you. And until then, folks, we are pretty much done for today. Get out there, play more games, look after one another, spread that love. We'll see you back here for some more epic board game content very, very soon. Until then, it is bye for now.